Hi, I'm Molly Gold with the Inspired Organization blog for Easy Closets, and I'm here with Nicole Feliciano of Mom Trends. Hey, Nicole.
Hello, welcome to Brooklyn.
Thank you so much. And I am falling in love with the whole urban living scene. Nicole has a fabulous and newly renovated apartment right here in Brooklyn, and I'm struck with how cleanly you live, the simple lines mixed in with fashion, and also just how important it is for you to be really, really organized. And I think it'd be interesting for everybody to learn a little bit more about what the challenges are for you living in this kind of space when it comes to being organized.
Well, there's a number of things. Most people in New York City have very small apartments, so they have to really think about everything that they bring into their home. Does this make sense for me? Does it have multi-purposes? Where am I going to store it? We have a little bit more luxury, so this was a big apartment renovation for us, and we actually added a second apartment and combined two spaces. So when we were doing that, again, we still wanted to make the most of every square inch that we had.
Really?
So it's, there's no garage to put things in. Very few people have storage rooms in the basement. We don't have basements. We don't have attics. So what you see is what you get in the apartment. On the upside, we do have a lot of vertical space. We have really tall ceilings here. We live in a lofted apartment. So that is really where the custom comes in as well, because you want to take advantage of every foot that you have with storage. You want to make sure that you can get to it easily and that you store the appropriate things high and the appropriate things at level where you can reach them easily. And then we also, when we moved into this building, it was a loft building. There weren't closets built in. So when we first came in, we had to put closets into a lot of the rooms because they weren't there beforehand. And again, because it is a loft, it was a warehouse, we have tried to do as much to leave the space, the wide open spaces open, because that was the feel of the apartment, and that means less furniture and more built-ins. So one of the things we really wanted to do with the girls' rooms was to give them closet space that could accommodate clothing, it could accommodate toy storage, and it could get a lot of things off of the floor that didn't mean getting another piece of furniture into their rooms. And then when it came to my closet, I really wanted something that put things on display so I could dress creatively. Nothing was going to get hidden in the back corner,
Right.
dark. Really make my accessories fun and accessible for me, so I would not ever ignore things. I can see my scarf so easily now and all my jewelry. So that creative closet was big for me when I was designing. And then for the kitchen area, so many closets in New York City are kind of deep and dark, so you forget what you have in the way back. So when we were renovating, we wanted to have something that made total sense for us. So we do like to cook here a lot. So things are on display. You can see all of your dry goods very easily. What do I need to stock up on again? It's very easy to whip up a meal. And then again, to make things accessible for the kids now that they are getting more independent, so they can really grab in a snack for themselves or get the cereal in the morning and go. So there were a lot of things we took into consideration when we were designing. And then again, since we are urban, everything had to make a lot of sense per square foot.
Well, this is something that really strikes me, and I know people complain about not having a lot of storage space, but I think smart storage space that is small, it can be more efficient than lots of storage space that's just full. And as I've gone through each of the spaces, I've noticed, it's still very simply stocked. You've got just the things that you need. There's not an overabundance of anything in any one place. So did you find that after you designed each of those closet and storage locations, that it was easy only to put what you needed there and easy to, and maybe that's just a part of the urban lifestyle that you're always paring down, because really, where is it going to go?
Yeah, we're definitely not hoarders.
No, they are so clean.
And you also can't really buy in bulk when you live in the city. I mean, unless you've got a friend who's willing to store some of it and you're going to store some of it, we just don't have the space for those super big buys of paper towels or toilet paper. It's okay. Or the really big buys of food as well.
Sure.
So we do buy dry goods when we can and get them in the bulk food sections and then put them in appropriate size bins in our pantry. But we really have to just always be paring down. And that's when you have an organized closet, it also helps cut down on the clutter because you can see everything. And when it doesn't fit in there, you've got a problem. It's time to pare down.
Time to pare down and maybe shop. Time to refresh, honey.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing that. I think that really applies for all of us. You got to use the space that you have well. Make sure that it's smartly organized, and then the things that are there, you will use often.
Yeah.
It's a good thing. Well, thank you so much for having us, and we look forward to bringing you more from the Total Home Tours, so follow Nicole's journey. We'll see you soon.